We have the 150th old enemy derby, if you like, Scotland against England at Hampden Park. Full house, Scotland in great form, England in great form, so we should have a great game. Just recollecting, I think I played twice against England. Once under 21s in youth level all the time, but I remember playing at Hampden Park, and I think off the top of my head it was a long time. We're talking about 82, I think, or maybe 79, 80. No, hold on, let me get this right. It was either 81, 82, and then the following year, 83, we played at Wembley. But we lost both times, and we're talking about Dalglish, that sort of side, Souness, people like that. And we played at Hampden. I think I've got a feeling Paul Mariner might have scored 1-0 England. Played well, and I always remember the noise was fantastic. Oh, it was brilliant. And I always remember going through on the 18-yard box, and I went to lob it over Phil Thompson, and he just put his hands up and stopped the ball. So it wasn't a penalty. They give us a free kick outside the box, but he'd have been off in nowadays, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
So, and Schultz was in goal, so I'm not saying I'd have scored, but I had a chance. And then the second time was at Wembley. On the Saturday, I'd scored my first goal for Scotland against Wales, down in Wales. And I thought, bring it on, Wednesday, Wembley, here we go. But Wednesday afternoon was the derby day.
Yeah.
Right, the Epsom derby. And I'd backed Tinoso, the horse, at 33-1, about 7-8 months before the derby. A friend of mine used to come and watch Ipswich, looked after the horse. He says, we'll win the derby with this horse. Really? Yeah, we'll win it. So I'd backed it at different stages, so I stood to win a small fortune. Anyway, I didn't realise, someone told the manager, Jock Stein, who, again, I didn't realise, loved a punt, loved a bet. So we get on the training field. So the game's on the Wednesday, so the Monday says, I hear you've had a bit of luck. I went, what's that, boss? He said, you got your first goal. You look great, fantastic. But tell me the bit of luck. I said, what luck? He said, you backed the favourite. He's now favourite for the derby. You're on at 33s. I went, yeah. And I'm like, who told you that? He says, don't matter. He says, you know what you should do, son? You should lay off a bit of your bet. I'll have a bit of it. Then if it gets beat, then you lose half the money. I'm like, no, I don't think so. It's now 3.5 to 1. I'm on at 33 to 1. No, thank you, boss. He went, think about it. Well, after training, he asked me again. Right? He wants a bit of 25s now. I'm like, no. He's now told the boys, Dalglish, Johnny Wart, they're all giving me pelt. Give that boss a bit of your bet. I'm like, no. I'm not kidding. And then the last day we're doing training before we're staying at Harpenden before we went down to Wembley for the game. And I'm buzzing, scored my first Scotland goal. And I'm thinking, come on, England at Wembley. And we start doing a few set pieces, as you do. Corners for, against, set pieces. I'm in some, and I'm not in others. And Charlie Nicholas was taking my place sometimes. Then I'd be back in. I'm like, hold on a minute. The boss always said that if you were in dispute with your club, you don't play for your country. The Charlie was a Celtic player at the time, and he was about to leave. I thought, nah, he's just winding me up. Anyway, I'm not kidding you. As we got on the bus after training, he pulls me. He says, like, hey, think about it. You're being greedy here. I'll have a bit of 16s. I'm like, no, boss. If it gets beat, it gets beat. But I had it ages ago. I'm not laying any of the bet off. If I get beat, I'm greedy. If it wins, lovely. He says, all right. So anyway, we have our pre-match and all that. And he says, right, what we'll do, boys, after lunch, go to your rooms, clear up. We'll all go and watch the derby in the physio room. A guy called Jimmy Steele's got 2 beds, treatment beds, 3, sorry. He's got the racing post on the wall. It was the Sport Life in those days. He's got his bookies card, Coral card there. If you want a bet, just give him the money. So we're all piled in there. And this horse out, Leicester rides it. And I'm praying for rain, right? And it's pouring down at Epsom. And they're going in the stalls. There's 3 more to be loaded. And Big Jock walks in. And Worky's nudged me. He said, here he comes. Have you done it? And I went, no. I said, shut up, Worky, leave me alone. And he walked in, and they're pushing the last one towards the stalls. He says, where is he? I said, I'm here, boss. He said, have you thought about it? Are you still being greedy, stubborn, or am I getting a bit of your bet? And before I could answer, he said, have you ever played at Wembley, son? And I looked at him, the stall's shut, they're off. And it's pouring a rain. And Leicester cruises round Tottenham Corner on Tinoso and goes on to win by about 6-7 lengths. Bolts up, get in. That night, one change from the team that beat Wales, my first goal, Nicholas for Brazil, dropped me on the bench.
Oh, that's harsh, isn't it? That is a little bit harsh, isn't it?
Hey,
it's a great
unbelievable.
story. It's a great story, by the way.
Unbelievable.
Why don't you give him a bit of 10s then or something?
No.
What? Did you regret it in the end?
Well, I think Work eventually came off. He's sitting on the bench. He said, and he was shaking his head at me. I came on about 20 minutes to go. And I says, yeah, Worky, it's all right, but at least I've got $4,000 to go back to. You haven't. And Graeme Roberts played for England, and we had the same sponsor, car sponsor.
Yeah.
And he promised Robbo if he scored against Scotland, he'd get him a 911 Porsche.
Wow.
And he hit one from 30 yards, hit the inside of the post and come back out. And I'm pissed myself laughing.
For a Porsche.
And they're looking at me, the bench, said, what are you laughing at? I went, it's a private joke. So you didn't get much time against Scotland,
I didn't, Al, no. I was involved one game against Scotland, and do you know what? I just got the teams up, and it blasts from the past. David Seaman in goal.
Yeah.
Sol Campbell, Phil Neville, Paul Ince, Tony Adams, Gareth Southgate, David Beckham, Paul Scholes, Alan Shearer, Michael Owen, Jamie Redknapp.
Wow, some team.
Yeah, and I come on 91st minute, Al.
Oh, you're joking.
I think there was at least 15 minutes added on.
Did you get your win bonus?
Well, we didn't win, that's why.
Oh, you didn't?
No, we lost 1-0.
To Scotland?
Don Hutchinson scored.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, Don scored. Really good goal from Scotland's point of view.
Remember that.
And it was a bit of a nightmare, but I always remember it was a little bit more...
That was Wembley, wasn't it?
Yeah, Wembley.
I remember
a little
it.
bit more of an edge to the game because it's Scotland.
Yeah.
But that's a great fixture, isn't it? Always has been.
Yeah.
Real rivalry. I always go back. I go back when a crossbar. That pictures my mind, England, Scotland, when everyone's on the pitch and they're all hanging off the crossbars and all sorts. That's what pictures me. But always a massive game. But when I come on now, I ate the post as well.
No.
No.
You ate the beans and toast.
I ate the beans on toast, no. But it's always a massive game.
Yeah.
And that was a nightmare for Keegan. It didn't last much longer. Keegan's last ever game.
I was there.
Obviously,
Wembley.
It was Germany.
Yeah, I was there.
BDMAN scored.
Yeah, free kick.
From long range, wasn't it?
Again, it was raining like hell that night.
And that was it. That's when he resigned. But
great memories, Ray.
Always a great game and great fixture. Even if it is a friendly, it's not really friendly.
Oh, no, it won't be. Unfortunately, only be 50,000. I used to go and watch Scotland-England games. I was there when England beat Scotland at Hampden 5-0. I was in the crowd. And they were all shouting, we want our money back. Shannon scored, and he done that famous celebration with his arm.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it, really am.
Yeah. Hopefully, good.
Scotland win.
No. England's too good now, Al. You must admit that.
Come on, let's have a debrief.